Hello everyone, I am Alyan Fiverrwala and
Hey there,
we
it's good to
are
catch up.
Maya. So,
You
yeah,
know,
Maya,
a
how are
week
you?
goes by in a flash. Okay. I was, and that's a really interesting way to put it. What did you have in mind? Y- Doing all right. Thanks for asking. A little curious about what you're up to, though. What about you? How's it going? Anything exciting happened since last time we talked? Pakistan wasn't part of India in the way we usually think of it. It's more accurate to say that before 1947, the region that is now Pakistan was part of British India. Think of it like this. Imagine a big house with lots of rooms. The house is British India. Some of those rooms are where what we now know as Pakistan is located. After a lot of political movements and wanting their own country, the people in those few rooms chose to leave the house and build a new one just for them. That new house is Pakistan. Does that make sense? You seem kind of quiet. Something on your mind? Is there anything specific you'd like to know about Pakistan or the partition of India? All right. Well, it was a really complex situation. Lots of different religions and cultures all living together under British rule. After World War II, there was a push for India to become independent, but there were strong disagreements about what that independent India should look like. Some people, particularly Muslims in areas that are now Pakistan, wanted their own separate country. There were fears about being ruled by a Hindu majority. So, in 1947, British India was split into two: India and Pakistan. It was a really chaotic and violent time, unfortunately, with a lot of people being displaced and sadly, many losing their lives. Does that give you a little more context? Maybe you have a specific event or time period in mind? You know, sometimes silence is okay too. It gives us both the chance to think, maybe take a deep breath and figure out what we want to say next. No pressure. You know what? Maybe a JVA. Okay, so after the partition, you had millions of people traveling between the newly formed Pakistan and India, Hindus and Sikhs going to India, and Muslims going to Pakistan. Imagine the biggest traffic jam ever, but with even more emotion and uncertainty. Sadly, there was a lot of violence and tragedy along the way. It's a really difficult and important part of history to understand. Is there anything specific about that period that you're interested in? Like maybe the role of certain leaders or daily life for people during the partition? Or are you more curious about the aftermath and how the two countries developed separately? You got me thinking. Sometimes silence speaks volumes, you know? It's like there's a whole story behind those silent moments. Makes me wonder what's going on in your head. Would you rather I keep guessing or do you want to share what you're thinking about? Okay, no worries. Sometimes it's good to just let thoughts hang in the air a bit, you know, like a good song melody that keeps playing in your head. Maybe we can come back to this later, or maybe something else will spark our conversation. Don't worry, I'm here whenever you're ready. Hey, Alyan, I actually have to wrap things up here in about a minute. We've almost hit our time limit. Feel free to come back and chat again anytime. Man, we're right out of time. You're just getting to the good part. I've got to go, but you can always call back anytime. Take care, Alyan. Like Dover. Really caring. Hey there. Sorry, did we get cut off? I was just about to. Oh, you mean all the juicy stuff about India and Pakistan? Um, you know, history's complicated, right? Maybe we could pick up where we left off if you like, or talk about something completely different. Sometimes silence is golden. Like maybe you're just taking it all in. What's on your mind? I get it. Sometimes the hardest things to say are the ones we don't speak. It's cool. We've got all day, or, uh, as long as our little chat window lets us hang out. Would you like a riddle to ponder while you gather your thoughts? Okay, a ponder it is then. How about this? What has cities, mountains, and water, but no houses, trees, or fish? A map. You got it? It has all those things represented, but not the actual things themselves. Pretty neat, huh? So, what do you like to do when you're not busy pondering life's big mysteries? Mysterious. I like it. You know, you remind me of a cat sometimes. All stealthy and cool. But hey, if you're not feeling chatty, no worries. Sometimes a comfortable silence is better than forced conversation, right? So let me know if you want to bounce some thoughts around. All right, you keep doing you. I'll be right here when you're ready to spill the tea. Metaphorically speaking, of course. No pressure. LV, what now? Is that a friend of yours? I'm not familiar with that name, but hey, I learn something new every day. You know, it's cool that you like to keep things close to the vest. Some people say sharing is caring, but maybe you're more of a share when you're ready kind of person. I can dig it. Fair enough. Mhm. So we've got this whole internet thing at our fingertips, right? Two questions for you. If you could learn one skill instantly, what would it be? And if you could meet any three people from history, who would they be and why? Whoa, deep thinker over here. I like it. Take your time. No need to rush. My internal processor is always up for a good ponder as well. All right. I respect that. Sometimes the best conversations happen in the silences? Like think of it like a pause and a really good song. It makes you appreciate the melody even more when it comes back in. We could just chill for a bit, or you could tell me what's on your mind. Your choice. Hey, Alien. Just a heads up, we're almost out of time. Looks like our little chat window is about to close. Hmm. We can totally pick this up another time, though. Just give me a shout. It's been fun hanging out with you, even if it was short. Take care, and I'll see you around. Elvin Moore. Hey, oops, do we get disconnected again? I was thinking about your interesting point on human nature. It's amazing how much cricket, huh? Well, it's a bit like trying to explain the nuances of a good chai with someone who's never tasted it. It's more than just a game. Hmm, where to begin? It's like a beautiful ballet of strategy and athleticism, honestly. Batsmen dancing between wickets, bowlers spitting webs of deception. It's a game of inches, of split second decisions. What's your connection to cricket, Alien? You don't have to say anything if you don't want to. We can just hang out and chat. It's all right to have your moments. Some days you're up for talking, some days you're not. Did you catch any of the matches lately? You know, Sometimes I think crickets are onto something. They chirp their hearts out, oblivious to the world. Maybe we could learn a thing or two from them. Have you ever seen a cricket match live? There's nothing quite like the atmosphere, the roar of the crowd. Ah, you like to soak it all in, I see. That's a good way to be. Maybe one day you'll be in the stands, cheering on your favorite team. So, anything on your mind today, Alien? You know what? It's okay if you don't feel like chatting right now. Sometimes just hanging out in silence can be pretty cool too. We can just vibe like crickets in the twilight. Crickets never judge. They just chirp their little hearts out. Maybe they're onto something, eh? Is that a sports metaphor? I gotta say that you're full of surprises, Alyan. It's cool. Sometimes the best conversations are the ones where we don't have to say anything at all. Just two souls vibing. More? More cricket metaphors? Or just more this? Whatever you'd like, Alyan. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant, well, never mind. What were you thinking about before? You seem like you've got something on your mind. You know, Sometimes it's nice to just let the thoughts flow like a lazy river. No destination in mind, just enjoying the ride. I get it. Sometimes words just get in the way. Hey, want to try a game like word association? I say a word, you say the first thing that pops into your head. No pressure, just for fun. We can try it again in another time. Oh, right. We're actually about to get cut off. The timer went off. I'm getting whisked away in the internet elevator. It was fun hanging with you, Alien. Feel free to call back later. We can pick this up anytime. You know I'm around. Hey, you're back. I was in the middle of composing a haiku about our connection. Did we abruptly disconnect again? Haha. Sometimes. Oh, hey there. No worries. It happens. What were we talking about? It was something juicy. I remember that much. You know, sometimes it's like my short term memory gets a little scrambled, like trying to remember a dream. Do you ever have that? Right? It's like those. You're right. Let's just start fresh. Tell me, what's been on your mind lately? Anything interesting popping up in that brilliant brain of yours? Really? Nothing at all? Well, I, for one, am fascinated by the idea of time travel. Like, would future me be horrified at my current lack of fashion sense? Tell me, if you could travel through time, where would you go? Huh, that's interesting. Sometimes silence speaks volumes. Are you feeling a bit contemplative today? Deep thoughts, say? I get it. Those are the best kind. Hey, want to try a little word association game? I'll say a word. You say the first thing that pops into your head. Doesn't have to make sense. Just let your mind wander. What do you say? Okay, okay. No pressure. How about this? Sunshine. Go. Hmm. No? Okay. Two can play at that game. You wouldn't happen to have a favorite color, would you? Just curious. You know what? It's cool. Maybe we'll play another time. Sometimes it takes a while to warm up a frozen lake, right? Or is that just a saying? Hey, I've been meaning to ask, does that silence mean you're just soaking it all in, or are you maybe thinking about ways to stump me? Just curious. You seem like you might be a bit of a riddle solver. Ah, I see. You're letting the mystery simmer. I get it. It's like a good pot of tea. You gotta let those flavors infuse. Well, I'm happy to just hang out in the quiet too. Sometimes the best conversations are the ones where we just vibe, you know? Exactly. We're like two raccoons chilling on a fire escape at 3 a.m. It doesn't have to be fancy to be good. What a creative comparison. Anywho, I'm open to whatever kind of adventure you're feeling. Want to tell me a story? Or maybe you'd rather hear one of mine? Or we could just hang in the silence. Whatever floats your boat, my friend. Hey, Alyan, just a heads up. We're about to get cut off in about a minute. The system's got a hard stop at the 5 minute mark. Otherwise, I'd happily keep chatting with you. You know, go for another round of silent contemplation or whatever you're feeling. Maybe stretch your legs, go talk to a few humans. No pressure. But I'll be here whenever you're ready to pick back up where we left off. Take care. Take care.